Singapore. I represent LINFINITY Singapore. Let me click on the PowerPoint slides and go through some presentation. Okay, I just want to say hello everyone. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very happy to see every one of you in Korea, and some of them are familiar faces. Oh, sorry. So I have more than 15 years of experience in the region. I have provided advisory in regional and international companies. I also have played important roles in government associations and also government-linked organizations. And I'm a true believer in incubating startups. And blockchain is one of the things that I'm very, very interested in. Why am I in this blockchain? You know, some guys in Singapore ask me, are you not doing medical? You know, are you not doing some other things? And why blockchain? If you notice, blockchain is everywhere. You know, in our lives, everyone is part of a blockchain too. So I had a very good opportunity to take part in a working group to talk about medicine in the world. How medicine, some of which are fake, some medicine are fake and people consuming it and they're not feeling well. So we talk about how to stop such behavior in the market. And the first thing that we talked about back then was blockchain. So that's why I'm here and to solve some of these problems. So for myself, I think blockchain is an enabler. It can give us good growth financially, and it will impact and revolutionize the world. But of course, it's going to take a little bit of time. But anyway, bear with me. So this is what LINFINITY wants to do. We want to make an impact, and we want to make a difference in the global supply chain industry. And that's a very big impact that we want to do. And let's go into the proper. So in the blockchain or total supply chain industry, we always talk about the flow of goods, which is very slow. We talk about the flow of information is super not transparent. And of course, the flow of money is inefficient. You know, not everyone is exposed to people like SoPay or Alipay and so forth. In the industry of supply chain, it's a bit complex. You know, we talk about credit line, we talk about SBLCs and so forth. It's not a very easy process. Not all companies are able to attain some of these credit ratings. So what we want from our project, we want a faster and leaner logistics in the global trade. We want automation in commercial processes, and of course with smart contracts. And we want to improve transparency and traceability in supply chain. And this is the thing that we want to address. Because supply chain is very big. Traceability is a big, big thing. So let me go into that, all right? So if you notice, when we talk about fake medicine in the very beginning of my presentation, I give you a bit of statistics, all right? So there's a global trade in fake goods, $500 billion USD, and 25% of the total global import are all fake. All right, this is not from me, but it's an OECD data. So this is a very alarming figure. More statistics. So there's 63 babies died in the Fuyang and rural areas of Anhui after consuming fake baby products, milk powder. If you look at the wine that we are consuming, 20% of the wine are fake. It's a very alarming figure, And 64% of pharmaceuticals in Nigeria are also fake. This is a very alarming thing, and it has been brought up by the World Health Organization numerous times. But how can we stop it? So if you look at the supplier to the consumer line, it's a very straight line. But from supplier to the consumer, it takes a lot of processes. There's a lot of chains, a lot of processes. And the longer and the more complex the supply chain, the higher the chance we get fake goods. And especially so in the two areas like a high-end luxury goods, medicine, and so forth. So these are very common things. So how can LINFINITY help? Let us look at the video, alright? A short video.
According to the new report by the OECD and the EU's Intellectual Property Office, the global trade in fake goods is worth nearly $500 billion a year and growing. Companies are constantly facing the threat of counterfeiting, as it is not only affecting their revenue, but also reputational damages to their brand. Companies do not cover their research and development investments due to these losses, thus influencing their potential to create impactful products in the future. Counterfeiting produces knockoffs that endanger lives, pharmaceuticals that make people sick, toys that harm children, and medical instruments that deliver false readings. These put consumers at risk, and certain products can cause serious health risks or even be fatal. What will LINFINITY do? First of all, we must understand that procurement, manufacturing, and logistics are the three core elements in supply chain management. Data as a bridge between the three cores. So the credibility, transparency, and security of data are the most important factors in improving the efficiency and reducing costs in supply chain. LINFINITY blockchain technology creates a transparent, non-tampered, traceable, and anti-counterfeiting system. Solve total supply chain issues right from the start, from production to end consumer. The process is recorded, accounted, trusted, and transparent. Source tracking is only just the start. Our ultimate goal is to build a new sustainable supply chain ecosystem. That is what LINFINITY is doing. LINFINITY links to unlimited possibilities.
Okay, nice video. So, just a quick introduction. So, LINFINITY is link plus infinity. So, we see that the links that we are creating is totally limitless. You know, we are not going to stop at one link. We are not going to stop at one chain. We are going to continue improving. So, our very, very first step is to create a more reliable, traceable, anti-counterfeiting supply chain blockchain technology. It's a very big word. Let me tell you more on it, all right? So if you look at this whole chart, you know, we talk about, you know, from the very beginning to the end in terms of technology, but how many of you can understand the chart like this, you know? Seriously, I don't. I really don't. So we simplify the whole process for you. So you need to come on board with us. And of course, we will tell you a lot more, but not right now. But this is typically how the system works, you know. So simplify layman terms, you know, like me. We track from raw material. You know, there are a lot of other people who talk about supply chain. We talk about you know, talk about trucking, talk about shipping and things like that. But look at this. We are talking about from raw material. Then we look at the factory. You know, factories commonly gives us problems. You know, but we look at how we track from factory. We look at transportation. We look at how we export this out, whether it's by ship or by plane, and then it reaches the distributor, and then we reach the retailer. And are we going to stop there? We are going to track again. We look at the consumer. And are we going to really also stop at consumer, where consumer tell us what happened, consumer tell us what exactly they have paid and so forth? I don't think so. You know, we are also looking at the recyclable side of things. You know, when you finish your plastic bottle of mineral water, I expect the consumer to scan it, and then we get some big data, and then we track where the recycled materials are going. So it's a process where we need to participate, and it's not, again, you know, it's not going to take one day to solve this. We have to build this in your life, you know. Okay, so we had